On one side, Elton John, flashy, explosive, and turning the piano into pure spectacle. On the other, Billy Joel, precise, storytelling-driven, and a master of the piano craft. Showman versus storyteller, power versus finesse, Rocket Man versus Piano Man. Two legends, one instrument, one crown. But when it comes to albums, hits, touring, and legacy, which piano king truly stands above the other? Elton John was born Reginald Kenneth Dwight in 1947 in Pinner, England. A child piano prodigy, he earned a scholarship to the Royal Academy of Music at age 11. Inspired by rock and roll and American soul, he left formal training to pursue pop music. Teaming up with lyricist Bernie Taupin in the late 1960s, Elton adopted his stage name and began crafting a distinctive sound that blended classical piano with bold, modern songwriting. Billy Joel was born in 1949 in the Bronx, New York, and raised on Long Island, where he studied classical piano from a young age. Influenced by classical composers, early rock and roll, and soul music, he joined several local bands as a teenager. After dropping out of college, Joel pursued music full-time, performing in rock groups and piano bars. These formative years shaped his storytelling style, musicianship, and blend of pop, rock, and classical influences. Elton John achieved his first major success in 1970 with the breakthrough album Elton John. The single Your Song became an international hit, reaching the top 10 in the UK and US and establishing him as a major new songwriter. The album showcased his emotional piano-driven style and Bernie Taupin's lyrics, earning critical acclaim. This success launched Elton into global stardom and marked the start of an extraordinary run of chart dominance in the 1970s. Billy Joel's first major success came with his 1973 breakthrough album Piano Man. The title track, inspired by his real-life experiences performing in piano bars, became a signature song and gained heavy radio play. The album established Joel as a gifted storyteller with a relatable, everyman perspective. Its success brought national recognition, strong album sales, and larger touring opportunities, marking the moment Joel transitioned from a struggling musician to a rising star in mainstream American pop and rock music. Elton John's albums had a massive impact on popular music by redefining the role of the singer-songwriter in the rock era. Throughout the 1970s, albums like Goodbye Yellow Brick Road and Captain Fantastic and The Brown Dirt Cowboy blended pop, rock, glam, and classical influences, producing timeless hits and record-breaking sales. His consistent chart dominance, theatrical style, and emotional songwriting influenced generations of artists and helped shape album-driven pop and rock as a global mainstream force. Number 3. Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy, 1975. Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy was a major commercial and artistic triumph for Elton John. Released in 1975, it debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and sold over 15 million copies worldwide. The autobiographical concept album chronicled Elton John and Bernie Taupin's early struggles, resonating deeply with fans. Its success reinforced album-driven storytelling in pop music and remains one of Elton's most personal, influential, and critically respected works. Number 2. Greatest Hits 1974. Greatest Hits became Elton John's most commercially successful release, selling over 38 million copies worldwide. Released in 1974, it topped charts internationally and spent hundreds of weeks on the Billboard 200, becoming one of the best-selling albums of all time. The compilation captured his imperial hit-making era, solidifying his global superstardom. Its enduring popularity introduced generations to his classic songs and cemented his legacy as one of pop music's most consistent and influential artists. Number 1. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, 1973. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is Elton John's defining masterpiece. Released in 1973, the double album sold over 30 million copies worldwide and topped the charts in both the US and UK. It produced iconic hits like Benny and the Jets and Candle in the Wind, showcasing unmatched range and ambition. Its genre-blending scope, theatrical flair, and songwriting excellence set new standards for pop rock albums and secured its place among the greatest records in music history. Billy Joel's albums had a massive impact on popular music, combining commercial success with lasting cultural relevance. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, his releases dominated charts, produced numerous timeless hits, and appealed to multiple generations. Joel's ability to blend rock, pop, jazz, and classical influences made his albums accessible yet sophisticated. They shaped adult, contemporary, and mainstream rock radio, earned critical acclaim, and cemented Joel as one of the best-selling and most influential singer-songwriters in music history. Number 3. Glass Houses, 1980. Released in 1980, Glass Houses became one of Billy Joel's Joel's most successful albums, selling over 7 million copies in the US and topping the Billboard 200 for 7 weeks. It produced major hits like It's Still Rock and Roll to Me and showcased a sharper, new wave edge. The album proved Joel's ability to evolve with changing trends while maintaining mass appeal, strengthening his dominance in the early 80s and securing its place as a cornerstone of his legacy. Number 2. 52nd Street, 1978. Released in 1978, 52nd Street became Billy Joel's first chart-topping album, reaching #1 on the Billboard 200 and winning the Grammy Award for Album of the Year. It sold over 7 million copies in the United States and expanded Joel's sound with jazz-infused sophistication. Featuring hits like My Life and Big Shot, the album solidified his mainstream dominance, elevated his artistic credibility, and remains a defining release that cemented Joel's status as a late 70s pop rock icon. Number 1, The Stranger, 1977. Released in 1977, The Stranger became Billy Joel's breakthrough and best-selling album, selling over 10 million copies in the United States and more than 30 million worldwide. It peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and produced multiple iconic hits, including Just the Way You Are and Movin' Out. The album redefined mainstream singer-songwriter pop, influenced countless artists, and is widely regarded as Joel's career-defining masterpiece and cornerstone of his enduring legacy. Elton John's hits had a profound impact on global pop music, blending emotional songwriting with unforgettable melodies and piano-driven arrangements. Songs like Your Song, Rocket Man, and Candle in the Wind crossed generations, dominating charts worldwide and becoming cultural touchstones. His ability to balance intimacy with spectacle reshaped mainstream pop, while his consistent run of hits across decades set new standards for longevity, crossover appeal, and artistic relevance in modern music history. Number 3. Rocket Man, 1972. Rocket Man was released in 1972 and became one of Elton John's defining hits. The song sold millions worldwide and reached the top 10 in both the US and UK, cementing his global popularity. Its introspective lyrics and atmospheric piano-driven sound reshaped space-themed pop by focusing on human isolation rather than fantasy. Rocket Man became a timeless anthem, influencing generations of artists and standing as one of the most iconic songs of the 1970s. Number 2. Your Song, 1970. Your Song marked Elton John's breakthrough in 1970 and became one of the most enduring songs in pop history. The single sold millions worldwide and reached the top 10 in both the US and UK, earning widespread critical acclaim. Its simple piano arrangement and heartfelt lyrics redefined the modern love song. Your Song launched Elton's career, influenced generations of singer-songwriters, and remains a timeless standard across pop, rock, and adult contemporary music. Number 1. Candle in the Wind, 1997. Candle in the Wind became one of Elton John's most iconic works, with its 1997 re-recording selling over 33 million copies worldwide, the best-selling single in history. Originally a 1973 tribute to Marilyn Monroe, the song reached #1 globally in its Princess Diana version. Its emotional simplicity, cultural resonance, and charitable impact elevated it beyond pop, cementing Elton John's legacy as an artist capable of uniting global audiences through music. Billy Joel's hits had a lasting impact on popular music by combining strong storytelling with universal themes of love, ambition, and everyday life. His songs consistently dominated radio across multiple decades, producing numerous top 10 and #1 singles. Joel's ability to blend pop, rock, and piano-driven melodies made his hits timeless and widely accessible. They became cultural staples, influencing generations of singer-songwriters and helping cement Joel's reputation as one of the most reliable hitmakers in music history. Number 3. Piano Man, 1973. Released in 1973, Piano Man became Billy Joel's breakthrough hit and long-term signature song. While it peaked modestly at number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100, it grew into a multi-platinum seller through enduring radio play and cultural popularity. The song's vivid storytelling and sing-along chorus resonated across generations. Its impact elevated narrative songwriting in pop music, and its legacy endures as an iconic anthem that defines Joel's career and remains a staple of live performances worldwide. Number 2. Uptown Girl, 1983. Released in 1983, Uptown Girl became one of Billy Joel's biggest global hits, selling over 5 million copies worldwide. The song reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topped charts in several countries, including the UK. Its upbeat, doo-wop-inspired sound helped bridge classic pop with the MTV generation. The hit expanded Joel's international appeal, became a defining 80s anthem, and remains one of his most recognizable and enduring songs. Number 1. Just the Way You Are, 1977. Released in 1977, Just the Way You Are became one of Billy Joel's most successful and enduring ballads. The song sold millions worldwide, reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, and topped the adult contemporary chart. Its smooth melody and sincere lyrics broadened Joel's mainstream appeal and earned 2 Grammy Awards, including Song of the Year. The hit helped define soft pop in the late 1970s and remains a timeless standard frequently covered and celebrated across generations. Elton John's tours had a transformative impact on live music, redefining the piano-led concert as a stadium spectacle. From the 1970s onward, his flamboyant costumes, showmanship, and musical precision set new standards for theatrical touring. He consistently filled arenas worldwide, proving long-term global appeal. His farewell tour became one of the highest-grossing in history, underscoring his influence on live performance, touring longevity, and the fusion of spectacle with emotional musicianship. Number 3, The One Tour, 1992-1993. The One Tour marked a major resurgence in Elton John's live career. Running from 1992 to 1993, the tour drew millions of fans worldwide and generated strong global box office revenue. It supported the One album and presented a more mature, refined stage persona. The tour reaffirmed Elton's relevance in a changing music landscape, strengthened his long-term touring power, and laid the groundwork for his continued success as a global live performer. Number 2. Elton John World Tour, 1974-1975. Elton John World Tour was a landmark in Elton John's career, cementing his status as a global superstar. The tour sold out arenas and stadiums worldwide, attracting massive audiences during the peak of his 1970s dominance. Its commercial success matched its cultural impact, showcasing his flamboyant style, virtuosic piano performances, and hit-packed set lists. The tour helped redefine large-scale solo touring and remains a defining chapter in Elton John's live performance legacy. Number 1. Farewell Yellow Brick Road Tour, 2018-2023. Farewell Yellow Brick Road Tour became one of the most successful tours in music history. Running from 2018 to 2023, it grossed around $939 million and attracted over 6 million fans worldwide. The tour celebrated Elton John's entire career with an epic, hit-filled production. Its massive global reach and emotional farewell moment redefined legacy touring, setting a new commercial benchmark and cementing Elton John's status as one of the greatest live performers ever. Billy Joel's tours had a major impact on live music, showcasing his consistency, musicianship, and broad audience appeal. Across multiple decades, his concerts drew millions of fans and generated massive global revenue, placing him among the highest-grossing touring artists ever. Joel's energetic performances and hit-filled set lists made his shows accessible to all generations. His long-running residency at Madison Square Garden became historic, redefining concert residencies and solidifying his reputation as a live performance powerhouse. Number 3. River of Dreams Tour, 1993-1994. Launched in 1993 to support River of Dreams, Billy Joel's tour became one of the highest-grossing tours of the year, drawing millions of fans worldwide. Playing packed arenas and stadiums, Joel delivered hit-heavy performances spanning his entire catalog. The tour reinforced his status as a premier live performer and connected longtime fans with newer audiences. Its legacy is especially significant, as it marked the final major tour tied to a new studio album in Joel's recording career. Number 2. Face to Face Tour, 1994-2010. Running intermittently from 1994 to 2010, the Face to Face Tour paired Billy Joel with Elton John for one of the most successful co-headlining tours in music history. The tour grossed hundreds of millions of dollars and attracted massive arena and stadium crowds worldwide. Its shared stage format, featuring back-and-forth hits and duets, reshaped expectations for joint tours. The tour's legacy endures as a benchmark for collaborative live performances and superstar partnerships. Number 1. Madison Square Garden Residency, 2014-2024. Launched in 2014, Billy Joel's Madison Square Garden residency became the most successful residency in live music history. Playing monthly sold-out shows, Joel generated hundreds of millions of dollars in ticket sales and drew millions of fans from around the world. The residency redefined arena residencies outside Las Vegas, proved the long-term demand for legacy artists, and strengthened Joel's bond with New York City. Its legacy stands as a historic achievement in touring consistency, cultural impact, and live performance longevity. Elton John has won countless awards in his legendary career. He has won 2 Academy Awards in the Best Original Song category for the songs Can You Feel the Love Tonight and Love Me Again. The same songs have also earned him 2 Golden Globe Awards in the same category. He has won 6 Grammy Awards, including Best Pop Performance by a Duo Group for That's What Friends Are For, Best Musical Show Album for Ida, and a Grammy Legend Award in 1992. Elton John has won a variety of Brit Awards, including Best British Male Artist in several years, and an award for Outstanding Contribution to Music. He has won a Tony Award for Best Original Score for Ada, which made him one of the few artists in history to have won a Grammy, an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony. Elton John is the first artist in history to debut at #1 on the Billboard 200. He is one of the best-selling artists of all time. He has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Songwriters Hall of Fame. He has received honors for his career at the Kennedy Center Honors, Legend Award, and Disney Legend Award ceremonies. He was knighted in 1998 for services to music and charity, one of Britain's highest honors. Elton John is ranked among the greatest artists of all time by major publications. His songs and albums are regularly listed in greatest ever rankings, and he is recognized for both artistic excellence and humanitarian work. Billy Joel has won a small number of awards during his long career. He has won 5 Grammy Awards, including Song of the Year for Just the Way You Are, Album of the Year for 52nd Street, Best Male Pop Vocal Performance for Just the Way You Are, and Best Male Rock Vocal Performance for Glass House's Era. He received the Grammy Legend Award in 1991, the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2001, and Kennedy Center Honors in 2013. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1999 and the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1992. Billy Joel holds the most performances ever at Madison Square Garden and the highest-grossing arena residency in music history, and he is one of the highest-grossing touring artists across multiple decades. Elton John's legacy is defined by unmatched longevity, versatility, and global impact. With hundreds of millions of records sold, he reshaped pop and rock through piano-driven hits, theatrical flair, and emotional songwriting. His influence spans generations, genres, and decades, while his groundbreaking tours set new live performance standards. Beyond music, his activism and cultural openness expanded the role of artists in society, securing his place as one of the most important and enduring figures in modern music history. Billy Joel's legacy is defined by timeless songwriting, massive commercial success, and unmatched longevity. He bridged pop, rock, and classical influences while telling relatable stories that resonated across generations. With over 160 million records sold, countless chart hits, and historic live achievements, Joel became one of the most enduring solo artists in music history. His ability to remain culturally dominant without releasing new pop albums since the early 1990s highlights the lasting power of his catalog and influence. Billy Joel built one of the greatest careers in pop history with timeless songs, massive sales, and unmatched consistency as a songwriter and performer. His catalog and live legacy deserve the highest respect. However, Elton John ultimately takes the win due to his broader global impact. Record-breaking tours, greater chart dominance across decades, theatrical innovation, and cultural influence beyond music. Elton's unmatched versatility, longevity, and worldwide reach give him the edge in this legendary career showdown. If this one had you thinking, just wait, the next matchups on your screen will test you even more.